Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. I'm back in front of the camera after a short period of time, but thought that I should come back in front of the camera and let you know about my next recipe. That's going to be about mutanjan or tricolored sweet rice. I'm going to share with you all the tips and tricks of how we make it at home, and I hope you are going to enjoy it and will be leaving feedback. So let's start. Alright guys, let's look at the ingredients together. It's a very easy dessert to make, and once you get the hang of it, inshallah, you won't go wrong ever again. So for the mutanjan, we'd be needing some parboiled rice. Make sure that the rice isn't fully boiled, otherwise your rice is going to get mushy, and as well as it's not undercooked, otherwise the rice is going to get hard when you're going to put the rice into the sugar syrup. We'll be needing some sugar, obviously, and some cardamom seeds. And yes, when I boiled the rice, I also added some cardamom seeds, some cloves, and as well as a cinnamon stick. It's up to you. If you want to add, you can. We'd be needing some colors, some dried orange peel. We'd also be needing some kevra essence, and in that bowl there is some milk and yogurt mixed together. To cook, we'll be using some pure ghee. It's up to you. You can use some butter or oil. Well, but I'll suggest that please add some ghee because it's going to make the taste more lovely. Now here comes the stars of the dish. We'd be needing lots of dry fruits. Here I'm using some blanched almonds, some sliced coconut, sultanas, some rasgullas and cham-cham, and some gulab jamun, as well as some mixed tutti frutti, or in Urdu we call them murabba or ashrafi. Make sure that you do add these because these does make the mutanjan look more beautiful. But if you don't like to add ashrafi, you can skip it, but it's highly suggested that you should add it. Now in a large pot, we are going to heat our ghee and we'll add the sugar along with the cardamom seeds and clove. You can crackle the seeds and the clove in the oil beforehand, but I just added straight with the sugar. As soon as I added the sugar, I also added the milk and yogurt mixture. The reason being, the acidity of the yogurt is not going to let the sugar go crystallized, or you can add some lemon juice instead if you want to skip the dairy. Now I've also added the peel at this point. This is some home dried peel that I dried in the oven. You can easily dry the thinly sliced orange peel in the oven, and it's really good that you can have it on hand and can be used in your fruit cake as well. Now once our mixture started boiling, I added the rice and just give it a light stir. After adding the rice, I straight away added the kevra essence. If you want and don't like the aroma of kevra, you can just skip that step. Once the syrup starts boiling and evaporates a bit, we're going to add our colors. Here I'm using yellow, green and red. Traditionally, these are the colors that are used, but if you want to experiment a bit, you can add other colors as well. But traditionally, these are the three colors that you use. And there's also a fun fact that there's another kind of mutanjan that people do add some savory meat pieces in it. If I ever make it, I'm going to share that recipe with you because I've eaten my elders making it and seen them and eaten the way they made it. But if I ever make it, which I'm not certain that I ever will, but I would share the recipe with you. Now here I've placed the garnish on top of the rice before it goes to cook on the simmer. And yes, I forgot to mention that I've also added some burfi pieces, which is going to turn like khoya. So once our rice cooks on simmer, which took around 20 to 25 minutes, I am going to fluff the rice. And yes, if you see that at this point a little bit of the rice sticks on the base, it's going to turn very tasty as well. Some people do that on purpose. You can let the rice cook on simmer for a longer time if you want layer, which is known as khurchan or karodi in Punjabi. Khurchan in Urdu and karodi in Punjabi. So that's the final look. That's how I garnished our mutanjan with some of the reserved garnishing. And I hope you guys are going to like this recipe. We're definitely going to give this recipe a try and will leave feedback. As always, all of the ingredients along with their measurements and my social media handles are mentioned in the description box below. If you make this recipe, please take a picture and tag me on Instagram. I always love to see your creations. I'll be back with another of my recipes really soon. In the meantime, keep liking, keep sharing, and keep commenting, and do subscribe if you haven't already. And while you're at it, do hit that bell icon as well. I'll be back with more really soon. Take good care of yourself and of your loved ones. Bye for now.